Good morning. Welcome to history class. Today I am going to teach you history of standard 7. Chapter 5 Rulers and Buildings. That is a part 2 of that lesson. Part 2. In the previous classes we have to study about architectural style of that period. Now we studied about gardens, fort and tombs. You take your test also. What about gardens, tombs of this Mughal period? Under the Mughals, architecture became more complex. That is studied earlier. Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir and especially Shah Jahan were personally interested in literature, art and architecture. In this period, there was a great development in the field of architecture and literature and art. അതായത് ശില്പകലയിലും സാഹിത്യത്തിലും കലയിലെല്ലാം വളരെയധികം പുരോഗതി നേടിയൊരു കാലഘട്ടമായിരുന്നു. ബാബർ described his interest in the laying out formal garden. Babur's great interest was in the field of gardens, making gardens. So these gardens were called charbagh or fort gardens. Here other times they built elaborate garden, that's called charbagh, and it was divided into 4 parts because it was divided into quarters. Beginning with Akbar, some of the most beautiful charbaghs were constructed by Jahangir, Shah Jahan, that is in Kashmir, Agra, Delhi, etc. These charbaghs were constructed earlier period by Jahangir and Shah Jahan. Look at the picture. Have you seen this charbaghs? That is in Kabul. That is in 1590. The paintings of Babur and the layout charbagh in Kabul. It is a rectangular and it was divided into 4 quarters. Have you seen this? There was a water channels also here. Then, the important aspects of Mughal architecture. First we see in the Humayun's tombs. Then the tomb was placed in the center of a huge formal charbagh and it is known as 8 paradise. The Humayun's charbaghs, the tomb, that is called as a 8 paradise. It was during the Shah Jahan's reign. The ceremonial halls were built for public and private audience. It was called Diwani Khas. That is ceremonial halls for public to entering the public. That is നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി അവരുടെ ആവശ്യങ്ങൾ കേൾക്കാനും ഒക്കെ വേണ്ടി ഉള്ളൊരു പബ്ലിക് ഹാൾ വാസ് കൺസ്ട്രക്റ്റഡ്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദിവാനി ഖാസ്. That Shah Jahan's audience hall were specially constructed to resemble like a mosque, and it's this Diwani Khas, it was look like a mosque. The idea of the king as a representative of God on earth was suggested by these architectural features. It was like because king was considered as a representative of a god. So these halls were resembles like it is a worship, the place for worship. The connection between royal justice and the imperial court was emphasized by Shah Jahan, a newly constructed court in Red Fort and Delhi. And behind the emperor's throne there was a series of Pietra Dura. Pietra Dura, what is it is a colored hard stones placed in the marble or a sandstones that was in the throne, simhasanathil vekkunna colored or hard stones, that is called a Pietra Dura. And it was depicted the legendary Greek god Orpheus playing a lute. In this throne we can see the picture of a Greek god Orpheus and playing the lute. That this about there were the great architects. So the construction of Shah Jahan's audience hall aimed to communicate that king's justice would treat high and the low as equals. അതായത് എന്താണ് ഈ constructed this audience hall, the Diwani Khas and Diwani Amuk എന്തിനാണ് to communicate kings with lowest people, അതായത് in the eyes of the law are equal to all people. അതായത് നിയമം എല്ലാവർക്കും തുല്യമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പാവപ്പെട്ടവന് ധനമാനൊന്നുമില്ല. കിങ്ങിൻ്റെ നീതി നിർവഹണം തുല്യമായിട്ടാണ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈക്വലായിട്ടാണ് നൽകുന്നത്. In the early years of his reign, Shah Jahan's capital was at Agra. Early years of Shah Jahan's capital was in Agra. Then it had constructed her homes on the banks of the river Yamuna. Shah Jahan's always constructed the buildings near Yamuna river. Then the formal gardens were constructed in charbagh format. The charbagh gardens also had a variations of historians. So they describe this charbagh garden as a riverfront garden. ഇപ്പോൾ ചാർബാഗ് ഗാർഡനും അല്ല, അതിൻ്റെ സൈഡിൽ കൂടെ എന്തുണ്ടായിരിക്കും, യമുന റിവർ കാണുന്നു, നല്ല ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു റിവർ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. സോ ദീസ് വർ ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ്ഡ് ഹിസ്റ്റോറിയൻസ് ആസ് എ riverfront gardens. Then Shah Jahan adapted a riverfront garden in the layout of Taj Mahal also. This construction he followed in the construction of Taj Mahal also. We can see a riverfront garden in the construction of Taj Mahal also. Can you see this picture? That is completed. This Taj Mahal in Agra, that was completed in 1643. All his construction, there was a river. Then can you see this a construction, a riverfront garden at Agra. Can you find this city of Agra? Can you see the picture of a Taj Mahal and this front Yamuna river flows. കണ്ടോ, താജ്മഹൽ കാണാമല്ലോ, അതിൻ്റെ ലെഫ്റ്റിൽ കണ്ടല്ലോ. Can you this is a താജ്മഹൽ കണ്ടോ. Then and this Shah Jahanabad, the construction of Shah Jahanabad also, you can see the picture of Yamuna river flow on the side of this Shah Jahanabad. Emperor's residence at the middle. Can you see this one? Yamuna river. Okay. Then in the new city of Shah Jahanabad, he constructed Delhi, the imperial palace, and command riverfront, and especially his eldest son Dara Shikoh like his construction on the front of this river. Dara Shikoh അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മകൻ, അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ബിൽഡിങ്സും എല്ലാം റിവർ ഫ്രണ്ട് ആയിരുന്നു. ബട്ട് all the others construct their homes in the city away from river Yamuna. പക്ഷേ മറ്റുള്ളവരെല്ലാം അവരുടെ കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷനിൽ യമുന റിവർ ഉൾക്കൊള്ളിച്ചിട്ടേ ഇല്ല. ഷാജഹാനും ദാരാ സുഖോവാണ് അവരുടെ കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷനിലെല്ലാം എന്ത് ഉൾപ്പെട്ടത്, യമുന റിവർ ഉൾപ്പെട്ടിരുന്നത്. Then in Akbar's in Bengal we have a different architectural styles in the construction of their own building. In Bengal, for example, local rulers had developed a roof that was designed to resemble like a thatched hut. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എല്ലാ സ്റ്റൈലിലും they adopted a local ruler style also. Like the design resemble like a thatched hut. അതായത് എന്താണ്, പുല്ലുകൊണ്ടുള്ള ഹട്ട് പോലെ തോന്നിക്കുന്ന ഡിസൈനിലുള്ള ബിൽഡിങ്സും ബംഗാൾ മോഡലിൽ അവർ അഡോപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു. It was called Bangla Dome. Can you this is picture of like a Bangla Dome. It look like a thatched hut or thatched roof. Can you see this one? Okay. So that type of construction, that is here they adopted the construction of local rulers also. So they developed a roof design and it resembles like a thatched hut. That type of buildings were called Bangla Dome. Then in Akbar's capital Fatehpur Sikri, many of these buildings show the influence of architectural styles of Gujarat and Malwa. അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ്, അക്ബറിൻ്റെ കാലത്ത് ഫത്തേപൂർ സിക്രി പോലുള്ള ബിൽഡിങ്സ് ഏത് സ്ട്രക്ചറിലാണ്, അതായത് ആർക്കിടെക്ചർ സ്ട്രക്ചേഴ്സ് ദേ അഡോപ്റ്റഡ് ഫ്രം ഗുജറാത്ത് ആൻഡ് മാൾവ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എ ലോക്കൽ കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷൻസ് ഓൾസോ ദേ അഡോപ്റ്റഡ് ദെയർ ബിൽഡിങ്സ്. ദാറ്റ്സ് അബൌട്ട് ദിസ് ക്ലാസ്. That is a Charbagh Gardens, Diwani Khas and Diwaniyams. What is a Pietra-Dura? What is a Bangla Dome? This architectural style we studied today. So you read the text and study the important points from the text. Okay. Today's class is over. Thank you.